introduce you. How many of you were here last year for the Laff-Off? So you'll remember, last year's actually until tonight, the funniest person in Eugene, Springfield, Cottage Grove, Coburg, Veneta, Junction City metropolitan area, it's Mr. Daniel Barson!
I thought that guy backstage asked me if I was into D&D. So I said, yeah, sure. You can be the dungeon master. I know, that was a lot of expense for a joke. Don't worry, it's rented. I'm not really into it. Can I have my shirt? Thanks, Kevin. It's been kind of a fun year since I won. That's better. Those of you who didn't get it, ask someone who was laughing to explain it. A year ago, when I was up on the stage, I was out of work, and now I have a job, a really good job. I am now a full-time employee at eWeb. Yeah, so I just in this economy, I wake up every morning and I just feel so guilty thinking about all the other people who are out of work. But no, it's really great to have a job with benefits. I don't have any friends with any. And someday I'll be eligible for PERS, which, given the state of the stock market, I'm calculating I should be able to retire about the age of 127. Thank you all for coming out and supporting Green Hill Humane Society. We really need to do what we can for the dogs and the cats. I have a couple of cats myself, and I love them to death. There's an interesting news item, if anyone heard it, that cats and dogs are responsible for 86,000 people taking falls a year by tripping over. This is true. Tripping over their dogs and cats, to answer the door, tripping over them in the dark, like no one's heard of nightlights. Although my kids get revenge because they leave the Legos lying around. 3 a.m. Just nice being up here and not having to worry about the damn clock. A year ago, when I was up on the stage, Bush was president, and now Barack Obama is president, and I was recently in Chicago, and it was just incredible how much pride there was of people walking around and talking to them, just about Obama being president. And Obama, of course, has his own economic stimulus package, and maybe if any of you were here last year, maybe a little later I'll do the bit that I did on Bush's economic stimulus package. There's been some other fun stuff recently in the news. Let's see, the Pope is calling on us to fight AIDS through abstinence. So everyone, let's just abstain from idiotic religious dogma. See, I kind of feel lucky in that respect because I'm Jewish, and there's a big difference between Catholic sin and Jewish sin. Catholic sin is all about sex, and Jewish sin is all about food. And I don't know of anyone who's gotten AIDS from eating a ham sandwich. The Red River in North Dakota is overflowed, and North Dakota is flooded, and it's now just a vast, flat wasteland. So what else is new? Yesterday, I don't know if anyone heard this, but yesterday they had this Earth Hour to bring global awareness to global warming, and landmarks in cities all across the world either dim their lights or darken their lights. The Empire State Building, the Sphinx, the Eiffel Tower all went dark. So in solidarity, I turned off the lights in my house for an hour. I tripped over the cats. What else has been in the news? Anyone hear about hydrogen sulfide? Researchers have discovered that hydrogen sulfide, you know, the gas that smells like rotten eggs, has the same effect as Viagra in helping to maintain erections. This is true. This is true. And now, the other thing is that hydrogen sulfide is flammable, so it also results in more explosive orgasms. The Obama administration, God bless them, has instructed the DEA not to go after medical marijuana patients and medical marijuana dispensaries. Anyone hear that in the news? See, this is kind of important to me because I have a medical marijuana card. And I have Crohn's disease, which in lay terms means I have trouble keeping my appetite up, and I tend to lose weight, and all my friends hate me. But the marijuana really works, although I prefer to call it by its scientific name, cannabis, which is Latin for to make hungry, horny, and forgetful. Now, do not come up to me after the show and ask me if I'll sell you any. I won't. It's illegal. And Leanne said there was a police officer in the audience. Face it, I have a good thing going. You know, I get all the marijuana I want for free. Finally, I can get high and not get paranoid. Well, I still do, but now I'm paranoid that my cats talk about me behind my back. And best of all, if I can't remember whether or not I've taken my meds, then I have.